like at the left, it'll be cut off. Um, but with that said, we are live on everything. Um, so, it's all yours.
Oh, we're live?
Yes, yes.
We're live. Hello, everyone on the internet, sitting at home, enjoying the comfort of, I don't know, a pandemic. Welcome to the Berkeley Poetry Slam's Black Artist Showcase and Fundraiser. My name is Reggie, and I will be your lovely host for this evening. We have an amazing lineup of artists, we have an amazing feature, and we have a really necessary fundraiser that we are doing and supporting tonight. However, before we begin, let me lay down some ground rules. First, for you sitting at home, yes, there are rules for you. First, like, share, subscribe on all of our platforms, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. If you see us, if you love us, you want to click that like button, you want to click that subscribe, make sure you hit that notification button, and that way you get updated. We do these kind of events every week. We as Rich Oak, an organization, puts on 7 events a month. So as well as 7 writing workshops. So you want to stay informed and stay connected so you can have access to all of the other wonderful things that we do. And then the next thing I need you to do is show maximum love in the comment section. I don't know about the other artists, but it warms my heart when I go back to the recordings and I can see the comments that people leave and all the love that you show for the artists. So really show that love. Be louder than you would be at an in-person event because we can't hear you. So you're going to have to tell us exactly how much you love each and every artist. And then finally, this is not just a showcase. This is a fundraiser. Tonight's fundraiser is a little bit different. Lately, we've been doing Black-owned organizations, but recently we've been informed of somebody in the community, Jeremy Michael Vasquez, was outed as an abuser and exploiting youth and women in our community. We recently had him on one of our showcases a few weeks before these allegations came out. So first and foremost, we want to apologize for giving this man a platform to harm more people. And we want to apologize to the people that were harmed and for the people that were triggered by seeing him on our platform. We do not condone his actions. In fact, we do not allow those kind of actions and those kind of people in our space. So the violation of the safe space that we strive to create is infuriating. And the things that he's done in this community are infuriating. We also want to show maximum love for the women and the youth that came out and spoke against him. It's really important that we not only believe survivors, but that we support survivors. And we as Rich Oak believe that support is not a feeling, it's an action. And we understand exactly the magnitude of what coming out against somebody with that much power in the community can do. 2 of these survivors are facing housing insecurity as a direct result of these allegations, and they started a GoFundMe page. And so tonight, all of our fundraising efforts are going to be directed towards that GoFundMe page so that these young women can get the support that they need to get safe housing and to be safe and comfortable after a traumatic incident. That being said, we're going to have the link to that GoFundMe page in the comment section. It is your job as the audience to blow that GoFundMe the fuck up. They have a $5,000 goal. They are currently sitting at a little bit over 2,000. I think that they are sitting at 2,900. They are, math, hold on. $2,100 away from their goal. I think that we can help them get at least another $1,000 closer to their goal. So I'm gonna challenge each and every one of you watching today to donate. And I'm gonna be bold and challenge you to donate $100 each. If 10 people donate $100, that's $1,000 right there. It's really important, like I said, not just to believe survivors, but to support survivors. And support is an action, because everyone's going to be there to pat your back when it happens, if everyone's going to be there. But who's there in the aftermath when you're facing housing insecurity or you have to go to court? These are the things that we need to be supporting too. We can't just say support survivors on Instagram for the optics and then leave them ass out when they need money as a direct result of the things that they experienced. So it is our job to make sure that these young women in our community are protected, are safe, are financially secure. If not, we have failed our community, and we have already done that by allowing this man in our spaces. We cannot fail our community again by allowing the aftermath of removing this man from our space to further harm our community members. We cannot. So I'm challenging, I'm expecting you to donate as uncomfortably as you can to get these women out of an uncomfortable situation. Cool. And then next, for the poets, y'all have some rules too. Y'all got 5 to 6 minutes to do whatever you want. Yeah, you can sing, you can rap, you can dance, you can do poetry. You can sit up here and stare at us for 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I'm gonna be scared. But that's on you. It's your time to do what you want. Just be mindful that we are live streaming, and that anything that you say or do here could potentially be on the internet forever. Yeah, but other than that, have fun. Yeah, shout out your payment streams. We also want to support you as artists, because it's not just enough to say support Black artists. Support is an action. Donate to Black artists. Make sure that we all still can get paid. Cool. That being said, we are going, y'all are here to find out who is reading. So our poets, our artists, our performers shall be performing in this order. We got a scribe called Quest, then we have Jay Ward, then we got Icon, then we got our feature Justice Ameer, and then in the second half we got Adam Hudson, Honey Gold Jasmine, and then rounding off the night we got Dante Clark. But show, give maximum love to everybody who is going to be performing tonight. And on deck we have Jay Ward, but give positive vibes, maximum love, blow up the comment section for the first performer of the evening. Give it up for a scribe called Quest.
As we sit out here in the bayou, I ain't said that in a long time. Ain't been out in the bay in a minute, and I ain't got to do a lot of poetry in a minute. So thank y'all for the opportunity. Only got 5 minutes, so I'm gonna just go ahead and jump right into it. Y'all ready for it? Here it goes. Here's the part where we pull out our war stories and tales of survival. Say, I too have known the crawl space beneath safety and the wanting ground, heaving hungry from below. The part where I tell you of me and my brother and my best friend at 17 in my mom's caravan, riding up Canal Street in teenage black boy joy before it even had that name. Till 4 unmarked cars surround us like wanted revolutionaries, like political dissidents or preyed upon stars, and our names ain't even Salvador, JFK, or Tupac, so we can't make heads or tails of why we're looking down the barrel of a Glock 9 as one white man says, "Get the fuck out the car," and the other barrage of white faces formally suited for battle, spotted with just one not-so-fly boy in their putrid buttermilk, descend on our young frames, shove us to the ground in cuffs as they step on our backs like we the street itself. And once the identification of the usual suspect reveals itself as mistaken, they release us back to our lives and tell us we're lucky it wasn't worse. Here's the part where I remember my mother in my passenger seat after the fat white man in Sheriff Blues struts away from our car like he just finished a good steak, his shoulders belching the arrogant fog of a man who just consumed slain meat. And after the 20-minute stop off the interstate, Moms understands every morsel of rage ever coated my skin since 13 when my daddy died. Here's the part where I remember me and my girlfriend in my passenger seat on Basin Street, her frame heaving like barely escaped prey when an overzealous white man in uniform exits his face from hovering over her after having just yanked her door open, shoulders cased in bulletproof, stilly blue-eyed joy, cased in flinch just right so I can attack just so, as he stares at me, telling me how this checkpoint is all for our good, to keep folks safe from some nearby danger. But there are too many stories at this point, and none of them matter, others than the way they dissolve prematurely like fossils rushed into fuel to fire my today, my tomorrow, and our forever war on this planet where we hurry the mending of old wounds in preparation for the inevitable ones salivating to replace them. My scars are hungry mouths carved into my left arm, my right fist, my fractured psyche. They all say patriarchy's bastard son and white supremacy's dark shadow. They say capital in the belief there ends schizophrenic clapback. They say privatized property turns human, fights back, closes an angry door and bars entry forever, opens windows only for a glimpse at light, a release of the flames, marinating in marrow. All right, this next piece is for Uncle Jimmy. Good old Jimmy Baldwin. If you could tell me what book this is inspired by, I'll give you a free copy of my book, Sleeper Cell, which is going to be the cover profile of my joint, which y'all see when I blank out in a second. Hey, Rufus. What's happening, baby? Talk to me, man. Tell me about the fall. Tell me about that swift descent into infinite blue-black stream. Did anyone hear you scream? As your body crashed like tumbling chords into a cacophonous crescendo, did you finally meet the bridge that never ends? Or just slip away silent and seamless into that good night, disappear from this loud dissonance called life as swift as a sleeper from a dream, and wake up in a glaring new world, shaped like a concert hall, full of your deepest desires granted. Say hello to the pearly gates garnished in gold, heard they playing jazz at the entry. Say hello to the angels, Nina, Lena, Josephine, heard they be waiting there for you. Say hello to good God Almighty. Was he a white man, Rufus, charging you entry to play the song you gave your life for? Or was he a harp-strumming goldfish with baby blue eyes, the color of deep wisdom mixed with innocence unfettered, not yet strangled to that languid midnight blue you choked from your horn every night? Was he a he or she, or no gender, no agenda of top nor bottom, hierarchical stair step to heaven or hell from what's left, or right or wrong, just song wrapped in scales, unlike anything you'd ever seen or heard? Was he bird floating on sonic waves of eternity, leaving you dizzy as two fat cheeks on a jazz man, sweating ancestors down his brow? Something so far beyond the confines of Harlem tenements that you couldn't even recognize it, so far from bottle shaw lace playgrounds and penny hustlers huffing for a come up that you went way downtown to the village to escape, never knowing that the other side of town offered its own version of rape, where you be prize monkey in a colored circus, tender brown body propped up on hungry pallid fingers, jonesing for a taste of the mystery hidden in your skin, a party favor picked right from the platter of black poverty, fated to appease the master's hunger. You came to share your song, never knowing it'd be little more than seasoning on a delectable hors d'oeuvre, your entire life reduced to but a morsel of a minstrel act, a mere appetizer in the belly of the beast. Rufus, tell me, how was the fall of crashing chords night after night in a dive bar, patrons swimming to the bottom of the shot glass to drown out the week's miseries, then buoying themselves up from the abyss by harnessing themselves to yours? Who was there to save you from your bottom, Rufus? Or was it all just echoes and silence, baby? in the blank stare of your country white girl lover when you spoke 1940s bitter black boy blues and she mirrored it with the frosty reflection of her clueless eyes when your fist first crashed into her face. What clanging cymbal did you mistake her for? What drum did you make of flesh and bone? Did you think you could beat a rhythm out of her that would somehow march you back home when her blood and wails pour liquid melody? Did you learn the difference between the hand that conjures the bleeding art and the hand that chokes it to death before its birth? Did it all become empty then, Rufus? As empty as your pockets when you turned your first trick, as your pride after that first prick of a patron that needed your metaphor to come to life when your blues was no longer holy sacrament enough when you became the sacrifice, Rufus? How was the fall? Did the chords crash holy crescendo, breaking your instrument body from regal bronze into smashing bits of bleached bone dashed against the shores of the Harlem River, like a melody gone all wrong? After burning every bridge that led you there, Rufus, you leapt from said bridge to your death, which is where any song must go. Once it's gone, all wrong. I don't know, I got time for a short one? Is that about it?
You got time for one short one.
Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna go out like this. This is the last poem in the book. It's called Sleeper Cell. Y'all can cop that. Or if you just want to support an artist, y'all see the @quest there in the Venmo. This is called Stargazing Under the Lens. The gaze is upon me, and I am all petri dish specimen to be inspected, made spectacle of, ancient skin under modern scanner, my flesh folding in foreboding baobab tree trunk trumping your dry season with hidden waters. So in this age of modern wasteland and urban decay, you know not from whence comes this flow, nor how deep runs this well. Didn't I tell you I've known rivers? Perhaps you weren't listening, too busy watching for how stars shine crept through me. It leaked from every crevice, poured through every pore, but you only noticed it in my teeth. From minstrel grin to platinum grill or in the tapping of my feet, yes, I've been dancing, man, laughing, man, have gyrated hip-like knee-jerk reaction, made snick of my spine and slithered out of the confines of narrow lenses, too slender to properly render the expanse of my being, your scope, too micro to hold the infinity within my frame. Your cameras have never been able to capture me. Too much Africa for your aperture, too much astral for your projection of blackface upon me. My skin is dark and vast as the canvas of night itself. So yes, paint me in broad strokes of your blurred perception, your star-crossed eyes, too riddled in fear-filled awe to notice the details of my composition. I wax precise as lines on vinyl when I shine, wane nebulous on the clouded vision of unfit eyes, my rhyme arcing back to a time before invasive eyes knew me. So the flow be whirling dervish to make my space a little more roomy, and them ancient rivers swirl within until my purpose consumes me. I'll till the muddled soil of my past until my present blooms me. When the woes of the world had me beat, I got down to it and made a song. My serpentine sound slithered out my mouth until the whole world sang along. I have always been the black. I have always been the night. I birthed the stars, and I can swallow them whole. And that's about it. Thank y'all for having Berkeley Slam. Much love.
Thank you, Quest. And how can we support you further?
You can follow me on the social medias, a scribe called Quest on IG, Quest Scribe on Twitter, or you could drop a little something in the bucket right there @Quest Venmo.
Nice. Yeah. Support Quest. But most importantly, supporting that GoFundMe. We are, I'm looking at it right now and it's like $3,100, which is cool, which is cute. That's sweet. I think we can do better. I think we can do more. Not even that we can, I know that we should, I know that we will. And I know we're not going to fail the people that made our community more safe by publicly outing somebody as a serial abuser. Like I don't think we understand the magnitude of how incredibly important that is, but also incredibly hard, and how incredibly traumatic that is, and how when you are already in an unstable living situation, adding that kind of stress and trauma can really fuck with you. And like, these are young folks. These, like, you know, these are folks that are younger than me. So like, we really need to rally around our youth, because our youth are our future. We need to rally around our women because they are unprotected in our community. And we need to rally around our survivors because they are being exploited in our community. It is time that the Bay Area breaks the cycle of protecting abusers within our community. So like, really, please, you know, do your part to help our community. Community work is mutual aid. Community work is making sure that the people that are doing the most important work are stable. So let's keep it going. Let's see if a few more people can donate a few more $100 by at the end of our next performer. So on deck, we have Icon, but give maximum love to the next poet coming up to the showcase. Give it up for Jay Ward.
What up? I want to first say shout out to Berkeley Slam. Thank you for doing this. Everybody that's watching, please donate to the GoFundMe. And when you ask at the end how to support me by donating to the GoFundMe. I also want to say shout out to the amazing talent and poets that are on this lineup. What's up, Justice? Really feeling Southern Friday. What up, Quest? What up, Icon? All right, I'm gonna try to blast through these 2 poems and get them done in 6 minutes. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was Amen, and Amen begat paradise. Paradise begat a flaming sword, begat eviction, begat you don't belong here, begat redlining, begat you don't belong here either, begat give us this land back, begat urban renewal, begat my neighbor's got a deal on a house I can't afford anymore. Brook Hill Village is one of the last areas of affordable housing left in Charlotte. Its tenants are barely holding on to a neighborhood South Enders are desperately seeking to revitalize. Picture a house, single story, 3 adults, 2 children, 700 square feet, shotgun style. Shotgun style means if you open the front door and the back door, a bullet would go right through the house without touching anything. Except here, the bullet is a minimum wage paycheck. The bullet says to the shotgun, they laid off and I'm already fired. The shotgun says to the banker, I mean, yeah, that's the money shot. The banker says to the investor, don't fail me now, I got rent, baby. Investor says to city council, don't fail me now, I got rent, baby. The baby says, why, I'm a baby. But here's the point. The baby plays with blocks too. They all play with blocks. The gentrified block, the only block that can't Millie rock. Block ain't hot, block is got. Block don't want you to live here because it decreases the value, but they want you to shop here to increase the value. The block don't want you, but it wants you. The block is guarded like a flaming sword, like a word from a banker says things like, happy are the poor. And maybe the poor are happy because we still understand what it means to pay last month's rent with this month's check, or next week's light bill with last week's grocery bill, or go to a job we hate so a family we love can have enough to barely eke by, but still understand what it means to have a family worth eking by for. Really, it's happy are the banks, since they shall inherit the land. If happy are the poor, when does the house give way to the Starbucks? When does the child give way to the pipeline? When does your grandma have to move clear across town just to make way for the new Kroger? Okay, I was taking a walk through the Arts District, right? I mean, this was after they raised the rent, so the artists had to find a new place to live. And I'm sitting at this bar, and they're playing underground hip hop music. There's basketball players painted on the wall. I walk past a college karaoke party where the kids are singing the words to Kanye's Gold Digger, except they only know the words to the chorus. She ain't messing with no broke Nick. And you know what? Some folk love to be surrounded by Black and brown culture, but not necessarily Black or brown people. Let the church say, amen. But here's the point. The bank ain't never been our God. Money ain't never been our messiah. We got too much faith built up in family to convince us that losing a building could ever touch an everlasting foundation. Brook Hill says to the bullet, no. The bullet says to the shotgun, no. The shotgun says to the banker, to the investor, to the city council, this is my block. We will not allow another NODA. Brook Hill says no. Paradise says no. The word says, ain't you paradise? And ain't you God's children? Ain't you been resurrected before? Ain't this black and brown gonna last forever, forever, ever, forever, ever? Yes. And ain't this poem just a prayer? In the beginning was the word. The word was amen. Legends say Africans once soared through the sky like blackbirds. But once enslaved and brought to America, they forgot their wings, forgot how to fly. One day, legends say, Massa looked up and seen black bodies floating right out the field. One by one, a cloud of freedom, a black rapture, caught up in glory. This poem be North Star, Big Dipper, be slave song, be map to free, disguised as spiritual. This poem be amen. Oh yeah, this poem be black, black as you can handle. Got wings too. Traveled from Massa's Field to my grandfather's sharecrop shanty. From there to Selma, Montgomery, Cleveland, Little Rock. From there to Charlotte, Ferguson, Baltimore. From there to Fish Fry by the Lake, Cookout. Be all legs when Frankie Beverly and Mays come on. Be my Uncle Skin, slumped in a chair after a big dinner. Be me, beating on lunch tables at Conway Middle School. Be Miranda, protest, riot, cuffed and clipped. Be woke ain't the same as woke. Mama say, when that day come, your wings gonna spread wider than an archangel with a smile to match. I say, Mama, how I'm gonna smile and open my back to the wind at the same time. She say, boy, don't you know you can fly, you can change, you can become something else entirely. The problem is, reaction to change always been violent. Always been chase and hound and water hose. Reaction to change always been, now why you wanna go and do that, folks? Why you want to go and mess up a good thing? Why you want to not be satisfied with what we gave you? See, we never should have gave y'all nothing. What are we going to do about Black Wall Street but burn it down? What are we going to do about Harlem but take it back? What we going to do but tell you what we going to do and then do it and then ask you what you mad for? Ain't you grateful? We be grateful for Fannie Lou Hamer, for Rosa Parks, for my Aunt Chloe, my Aunt Hessie, for Mama, and all the Black women that made it possible for us to fly in the first place. We be grateful for Solange and Viola and Lupita and for Tank and the Bangers and me and you, yo mama and your cousin too. Oh yeah, this poem be black. And when I say black, I mean resilient. When I say black, I mean love. When I say black, I mean fly. When I say black, I mean we can't be owned. When I say black, I mean a resilient love that can fly on its own, because every black poem really just be a love poem. Be I love you. Be I love myself. Be we gonna make it this time like we make it every time. And if they ask you how we did it, the answer is not love, it's heart. It's not steadfast, it's shift. It's not intention, it's movement. It's not a wall, it's Jericho. The answer to any question is not a trump that raises a wall. It's a trumpet that brings one down. What work? How hard? Why shift? When now? Where movement? Who Joshua? What ram horn? Why fall? Why disrupt? Who left the gate open? If this the plantation, what they gonna do without us? Look at this view. How we get up so high after being brought so low. Cover so much ground. Ain't we beautiful? Oh yeah, you got wings. You all got wings. Just because they've forgotten or called home or cuffed or clipped don't mean you ain't been flying. This whole time. Hey, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much. Donate to the GoFundMe.
Thank you, thank you. Like Jay said, donate to GoFundMe, donate to the GoFundMe, donate to the GoFundMe. I don't know how to put this, like, I don't know how to be nice about this, because like this situation like extremely like pisses me off that like this even had to happen. And that it almost pisses me off that like we even have to have a fundraiser to like get them to their goal. I personally feel like as a community, we should have helped them reach their goal like 3 days ago. But you know, better late than never. So, you know, I'm not going to be judgmental, but I'm going to be very disappointed in us as a Bay Area community if we are not going to support these survivors. Yeah. I think we have a reputation in the Bay of being like liberal and very woke and very like up on politics. But like my experience living here is that like it's low key fake as fuck. And that people don't particularly care. But I think y'all can prove me wrong. I think you can show me that the Bay Area is a place that supports survivors, that believes survivors, that rallies around the most vulnerable in our community and keeps them safe and keeps them protected and keeps them housed and keeps them stable and keeps them loved and cared for in a way that other places don't, won't, or can't. We can't say the Bay does it better if we don't do it better. So yeah, I'm gonna challenge every single person. Donate an uncomfortable amount. This is a very uncomfortable situation for everybody that's involved with it. It's just like, I don't know how else to put it. Donate. If you wrote down $20 and you think that's good, donate 25. If you wrote down $50 and you think that's good, donate 100. The way I see it is, as a community, if one part of our community hurts, then we are all hurting. And if one part of our community has made a sacrifice, then we all need to make a sacrifice with them. So yeah, I'm gonna challenge every single person to donate as uncomfortably as you can. And, you know, really come out of pocket, you know, really, you can save the lives of people by donating to this GoFundMe. You know, even if you reach into that second account you have, you're saving lives. That's why it's called a savings account. Reach into it. Do whatever you need to do in order to make sure that this GoFundMe's goal is met. Yeah, I believe in you. I know y'all can do this. I'm too cute to disappoint, so don't disappoint me. So on deck, we have our featured Justice Ameer, but give maximum love to the next performer coming up to the showcase. Give it up for Icon.
Peace, everyone. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Berkeley Slam, for this opportunity. In all of this, we need every single opportunity we can to fellowship and to share words and share healing. So I'm going to be quick and get out of your way. I hold very much space for Black folk, all Black folk, especially Black women, especially all Black women, and especially Black Southern women. So the first poem I'm going to do is called Celie as the Black Madonna. Sister, you've been on my mind. Oh, sister, we're two of a kind. Oh, sister, I'm keeping my eye on you. She called me a virgin, and I wanted to call her a blasphemer because I know what virgin mean. I also know what somebody climbing on top of me to do his business mean. See, the man who me and my sister Nettie called our father showed me first. Then a man who name I ain't much know till Suge say it first, so I just call him Mr. See, they beat it into my bones with their mouths and their hands and their bodies, so I forgot that I even had a body. Believed all this body was good for was business and birthing babies. So when she say, "Why, Miss Celie, that mean you still a virgin?" I remember that to be virgin means to be desired, to be praised and worshiped like idol, and not to have your body used simply as confessional, like it be an ugly secret, like a show is ugly secret, because this body be too unholy to be called sanctuary. So maybe it be juke joint, Maybe it be a place for sinners to come and spill all they moonshine sins. One day I was feeling down, I was feeling mighty low when she gave me permission to stop hiding behind a closed mouth, to finally see myself the way I came into this world without burden or shame, to smile big and wide and free of judgment. And that day I seen me in the mirror. I know there's a God. I know I ain't have to follow no man alive on earth to find heaven. Got me to thinking about Mary, how her body was only used for business and birthing babies too. That ain't nobody ever take the time to peel back the black and the ugly to find her wings or find her angel enough to ever know heaven, even though Mary's body also be what everybody else need to get to heaven they self. You know, funny how others will crucify your body to get to a place they don't even find you worthy of being. So Mary, I think about you all the time. Like, sister, you've been on my mind. Like, I know what it's like to only be worth your weight and what you can do for mankind, and how you ain't asked for none of this, not even Joseph's sorry ass hand in marriage. How even though your name be used to lift the heavy of heavenly petitions or praised only for what you have pushed out but never pushed back, you still be seen as confessional, as a place for sinners to come and cover you in all of their guilt and sin, but never are they able to erase the holy of you. I said, never are they able to erase the holy of you. And why, Mary? That means you still a virgin. I bet you think I don't know nothing about singing the blues. Oh, sister, have I got news for you? I'm something. I hope you think that you're something too. All right. Getting into the next poem, and thinking about the holiness of Black women and how we heal with our hands. There's one more poem that I want to do. Oh, shoot, if I can find it. So I'm a hair braider also by, I guess, moonlight as a hair braider, which I find to be a very holy tradition amongst Black women, how we heal and beautify each other with our hands, and is seen as something that is a sacred ritual that we brought over from across the water. So this is called The Gospel of Girls Who Do Hair, an Edge and People Snatching Word. Ain't they something, these hands? These magical Black girl hands, how they can weave protective prayers into weary scalps, literally. Like abracadabra, little blue magic into our palms, and poof, all your day's worries and nappy edges are gone. See, this kind of honor is our birthright, passed down from our grandmamas, us sitting on the kitchen floor watching Mama wave hot press and comb like magic wand, all of that smoke and fire. See, this kind of tradition is our apprenticeship that crossed over on ships. How within chained together palms, we still manage to carry the muscle memory of gripping edges and trying our damnness not to go over them, not unless that was the only way back home. You know, some say that hair braiders in many ancient cultures were considered healers, those with access to the head, to the crown chakra. I guess that's why my grandmama always say, be careful who you let get in your head. Tell them don't throw that shed hair away, for fear a bird will make nest of it and drive you crazy someday. Nah, instead, remember the smoke and fire in your grandmama's hand. Make ash of the hair and return it to the dust from which it came, like poof. Watch a magic Black girl sitting on the front porch, or in the front room, or in the kitchen, or in the beauty shop. Teach a whole ass history lesson about how this entire country was built using nothing but her hands, how she be braiding patterns into hair so we do not forget the way to freedom. Tired, aching feet from standing all day, arthritic hands balled up into a fist like kitchens, resisting the greasy finger griot who do business by word of mouth. You know, the same way our people share all things we consider sacred. She who has mastered the art of catching and gripping that which other folk allow to slip right through their fingers. Hair savior, walking on waves across continents of coils to create culture out of cuckabugs. Expert in economics 101, that is how to take nothing, i.e. your edges, and turn them into something. And ain't they something? These Old Testament hands, how they make Red Sea of parts, these ancient Kemetic hands, how they make perfect geometry of box braids, DNA, kinky twisting good hair into our genetics since Genesis. And the good word on the street be that each time a Black woman slays your edges, an angel gets its baby hair, giver of new dew and new life. For folk be born again when they leave our chairs, or from in between our knees, because they both be a heaven that this world don't even deserve. For heavy is the head that wears the tangled crown, but anointed be the hands that tend the tender and itchy scalps and know how to build an entire kingdom from scratch. My name again is Icon. Thank you again, Berkeley Slam. I'm so excited to hear Justice Ameer. Oh my God, so much love to the poets who have already gone up. And you can support me by giving to the GoFundMe. And I do have a book coming up for my 40th next month. Well, in September, I'll be dropping my first published book called My Name is Pronounced Holy. But give to that GoFundMe first, because that is priority. So I love y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Support Icon and continue supporting the GoFundMe. Once again, it's probably, not even probably, it is the most pertinent and important issue that we fundraise for since we started this series. This is like not even right back in our backyard. This issue is in our house. We can't be worried about the rats outside the house when we got rats inside the house. So think of this GoFundMe as the exterminator coming in and getting rid of some of the rats, and I don't know, cleaning up after the rat shit, because that shit still makes you sick. It's not enough to remove people from the community or remove people from spaces. It's also just really important, almost more important, to support and take care of the people that are left in the space that were harmed, and that will have to continue dealing with the effects of that harm. So again, gonna challenge you, every little bit counts, but get it. If you can't do $100, get as close to $100 as you can, even if that's $5, it's better to give what you can than to give nothing at all. So yeah, keep those donations going through, and while you're donating, we are going to have our feature, Justice Ameer. I'm just gonna read their bio. Justice Ameer is a poet and community organizer based in Providence, Rhode Island. Their work explores the experience of being a Black trans woman in an apocalyptic America. Zia is a Pink Door Fellow, FEM Slam Champion, and two-time Providence Grand Slam Champion. Zia is also a co-writer and producer of the theatrical production ANTHEM. Their work can be found on Poetry Magazine, Split This Rock, The Nation, and various other publications. I want you all to give maximum love for our featured poet of the night, Justice Ameer.
Hey y'all, I am honored and humbled to be here. Thank you to all the poets who performed. Y'all are incredible. Please donate to that fundraiser, and thank you Berkeley Slam for having me. And the cop says the Black person had a gun. And of course they did. Don't you see their skin, that gunmetal? It's easy to mistake a Black hand for a barrel, a cry for help as a gunshot. Who can expect a Black person to be unarmed as long as they're alive, right? It is a myth that Black bodies are immune to bullets, though white people continue to try to prove this fact. Enough of us have died, though, that I know it's an urban legend, though we aren't only murdered in urban areas. And the cop says the Black person had a gun, and of course I did. Don't you see my skin? This gunmetal? Black people are always packing. We always got something, a book or CDs or Skittles or a cigarette, and rarely a toy gun or a legal one. But who cares? And Black hands, those are all armed and dangerous. I'm starting to believe the critics. Guns don't kill people. Cops kill people. Not always with guns, but a few dozen rounds sure makes it easier. I'm sure it is a myth that Black bodies attract bullets or they wouldn't have to fire so many. And the cop says the Black person had a gun. And of course I do. Don't you see it? I have it on me 24/7. Some people call it pride or a voice or existence, but the cop sees it for what it is. A weapon, a threat, a thing that ends in death if a good guy with the gun stops a bad guy with the gun, and I am the gun. Which one is the cop? Which one didn't make it to the end of the metaphor? Thank you all. That's my feelings on, gun violence and police. If you, I shout out to everyone who's been supporting the uprisings recently, who still has them going. There's still a lot happening here in Providence, where I'm joining y'all from Wampanoag, Narragansett, and Pokanoket land. Today it's late over here, and I'm a little sleepy and I'm a little high. I also just rewatched the finale of Avatar: The Last Airbender, and Lord have mercy, I love that show so deeply. And so amongst these uprisings, I think there's been a huge sort of generational divide, and intergenerational work is something that's really, really important to me, but it's also hard because honestly, like, I'm young and I do get mad at my elders sometimes. And so I'm trying to learn what are the conversations we need to have to be able to love each other. And so this next poem is actually after an Avatar: Last Airbender episode, in the voice of Katara. It's the episode with Haru. Haru is an earthbender whose father was captured, and then he was also captured. This episode is called Imprisoned, and the name of the poem is Imprisoned, or a letter from a brown girl's witness to earth being shackled. There's a look you just can't shake when you know the world has changed and context caves in around you. A mother's tear duct full, a quiet where the disappeared boy once stood, a shattering of water across the dirt. There is no fairness in war, only undoing, unleashed breaths and unclenched fury, and I too will return to this home soil. Succumbing to despair is too easy a way to die. I've seen the way secrets move mountains. Don't mistake these cuffs for confinement. This new world, never been held by this much metal before. I see men surround me, their faces so low to the ground, their fists so open. How is a simple child meant to make them move if their own kin can't kindle the flame within them? There is heart in survival, but it is cold and crumbling as stone under the pickaxe. Please, do not kill my hope because you have lost yours. In 1 week, I have seen miracles. Women who cut the air, kings who keep their friendships. I watched a child become a destiny before my eyes. I even visited his bones. They too will become earth, but not before they are remembered. Oh, elders, how you've learned me freedom, yet forsaken your own. Lived so long in this war, you forgot you were fighting. Found peace in peace that's only fiction. And all my childhood torn from me the day I saw your submitted eyes. You've seen more and I have already seen so much. How could you not find the worth in using every weapon in your reach? I gave the ground back to you. I saw a graveyard of armor laid out before a monk's patience. What carnage must have consumed the mountain to burn the peace out of a people? How many friends fell before the winds were commanded to strike down the flames? How much violence did it take for Gyatso to finally say enough? Was it worth his broken vow? I have a heart that tells me I will not lose. Family I have lost and family that will never be taken. I have water at my side and now earth beneath my feet, so won't you join me? This is but a battle. The war is still long, but my people, even if you are not my people yet, let us break this ship that seeks to shackle us. Thank y'all. This next piece is about this pandemic. Y'all, I'm about tired. I just need y'all to know that, you know, phase one of the apocalypse started in 2016. I know not only because it was the election, but it was because like the best year of Black music in a long time. It was like a true Black renaissance. Like look at the albums to 2016. 2020, this pandemic shit, this nonsense, this is phase two. So y'all better be preparing because I don't know if it's going to be zombies or swamp monsters or just a race war, but there's something coming. Anyway. This is a poem after coronavirus, I guess. Wash your hands, voices screaming at me in bold font. Here's how, step-by-step talisman against pestilence. Soap, bubbles, lathering stricken pores. High velocity elbows, quick, lightning fast. Toxic mass, untouched, the vision sucks snot devices on your person. Don't you know how a plague works? What you didn't learn enough Black death in school? Homestay, prep, unprep, prep, goading us into false careful. Kiss only boys you trust, none. Avoid men, avoid lovers, avoid family, avoid circulated air, avoid other people's air, avoid air. It's best if you avoid air, avoid touch. Don't touch anything ever again, maybe forever. People are dying, sniff xenophobic lines. Hear Trumpian high euphoria. Bless the sick, burn them all in all their bodies. Don't even have to be dead yet. No, bus, train, ship, transit, car, use the car and kill the planet. You went on a cruise, murderer, cough, 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 ring around the rosy, poppy seed pleasure. Now all the beans are roasted for reaping. Wait, spring, need summer. The sun will come out tomorrow. 70-degree March winter. Enjoy the warm, flu-like season. Get a shot, but it won't save you. Save me, save the children. Pass round their germy little hands cut off, doctors removed from grace, from Africa even. Meant to save lives. Guess we hoard now. Underground, cover head, broke retire, write the will, leave my children with nothing. Not even names will survive this rapture. Thank y'all. I have a few more poems for you. Y'all, I'm gonna read some love poems if that's okay. One is just like, you know, bless your heart. I have no idea what to do with my hair, and if I love you so much, and if you want to help me figure out what to do with my hair, I'm like, but one is a love poem to my hair, and then the other is a love poem, or is going to be two love poems that are a little bit quicker. And part of that is the complexity of queer relationships and trans relationships, and being a trans woman, being gender fluid, and what that means in terms of how I'm learning to love other people while loving myself. First one is wash and go. Wash and go, kiss a boy, let him grab your hair, call you bitch, get tangled in your cells, be grateful he cannot claim your heritage, or your children, or your woundless want. Wash and go, boardroom chic, unfurled edges, his isn't even combed, hers looks like less effort. That bonnet is beautiful, I'm still dripping, at least it's long. Wash and go. Lunch would be a good idea. Sustenance is important or something. Smells like coconut, ripe for shaving. A tedious delicacy to cut and groom. Wash and go, strand on the carpet, in the car, against the roof, on the table, in my hand, round the drain, in the trash, on the curtain, in the sheets, on the face, on my pillow, in my teeth, down my throat. Wash and go, set the soap, more rinse, more to cope around the brow, wipe the cheek, pucker the lip, smooth the chin, hang the ears, shh, mine, stare down curls, stand down the hand, wash the worry, and go. A brain exercise, if you will. Staring face to face sideways, heavy eye contact. Where you look, the eyes, the lips. You're beautiful, cute, handsome, gorgeous. You're all the right word. Where are your boundaries drawn tonight? Looking at you with the question, way my brows flinch. Take the lead and I will follow. Pass the keys. I'll take the wheel. I have a license, but I don't like to drive. Unless you want me to. Those eyes can convince me easy. I just prefer you open the door. Point me in a direction. And then from there, we can just enjoy where the road takes us. I'm off this path of thought in the moment again. You there all looking like the right word. What is it? The word you like that captures all this beauty I see in front of me and still keeps you comfortable. I want to know every secret you want me to know. I want to know every memory you have dreams of making. I want to hold you as close as you have imagined I have. How many metaphors has it taken for me to say I want to hold you? But only if you're down. I'm down for whatever you're down for. Comment. I don't think proximity is in the cards for us. And maybe one day I'll deal one or wish upon a wishbone's breaking. And yes, I know the stars chart their own courses. And the shooting ones are never held by one gravity for too long. I wait for you like I want for you. Patient and eager and savoring every moment we're in each other's passing. Suddenly time makes sense. It's just about space, you know. Just a measure of distance in relationships. How things move around each other, how long they take to circle back. Holding steady in their orbit even millions of miles away, we aren't even that far. I think when I say I love you, I meant it more than I want to. I think I mean I accept this distance. I'm not usually built for distance. I think I mean I accept these moments. I'm used to being much more greedy. I think I mean I love you for real. Thank y'all for bearing with me for some love poems. I don't think Black people get to do love poems enough. I have one more piece for y'all, and I really, really, again, appreciate here. I'm not even gonna give my rhythm on this because I just want y'all to donate to that fundraiser. Keep donating, support folks. Frankly, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like I'm dealing with a lot of things in my life with people who have to go through some accountability stuff, and we have to learn how to hold our community and support our community and find ways to not have these systems punish our folks, because we know how to hold our people accountable. We know how to hold our space, and we know how to support folks when they need support. So that's what I'm gonna say. With that, this last poem is, it's called When White Supremacy Kills Me. So take the space you need. But wrote this recently and it stayed on my mind. So thank you all for having me. When white supremacy kills me, don't let them scrub my rage from the internet. Demand I be both angry and righteous. When white supremacy kills me, remember my name and never let it come out of their mouths until it is no longer a delicacy for my people. When white supremacy kills me, use my proper pronouns. Make them choke on every syllable of their fragile language. Craft tongues so cultured they can never be stolen. When white supremacy kills me and they release my nudes, celebrate the angles. Flood every site with your most joyous picture and mine. Submerge them in a sea of Black bodies alive, Black smirks and Black smiles. When white supremacy kills me, drown out the mugshot with every lip-stained photo you can find. Drench the waves with afro and fist and face painted for glory. Soak their spin in acid and remind them blood is a haunting promise. When white supremacy kills me, become a murder of crows. Sharpen your beaks and your feet. Unleash the war cries from your throat. Do not fret when they sound like mourning. Preen your sable beauty and pick this nation clean to its bones. When white supremacy kills me, command your black to scorch the earth. Singe every cage and every vault that keeps us bound. Melt the iron into home for our elders. Claim every gen and return it to the earth. Remember, fire is a life-giving gift even as it spreads. When white supremacy kills me, listen to my sisters like your life depends on it, because they will be the only ones to save you. When white supremacy kills me, do not make me a martyr. Make me a history. Make me the last one. Make me the final name. With all of your might, live. When white supremacy kills me, live. Do not let them kill you or your hope or your fight. Live. Do not let them shackle you or contain you or command you. Live. Do not let them scare you or praise you or pity you. Live. Free. Die loud if you must, because the battle will cost lives, but you will not let them take life from you any longer. When white supremacy kills me, promise you will not forsake joy after the revolution bell rings. I hope to see a smile on your face as flames consume the Capitol. I hope to hear a song from your soul as the master's house comes crumbling down. I pray you all retire to a home-cooked meal grand as the truest family reunion this land has ever seen, with food divine as the hands that cook it, and children that devour their plates, and men that clean up without asking. Then every person will look to the love they have defended, and it will be good. When white supremacy kills me, and it will, show this world that grace and wrath are righteous sisters, that our people, Black people, are not wretched. We were simply waiting. Every scar from our suffering has led to our deliverance, a freedom so stunning, the world will stop. Honor our beauty. Thank you all. Donate to the fundraiser. Stay on and listen to the rest of these amazing poets. Love y'all and appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Justice. Oh, that was an amazing feature. Wow. Yeah. How are we feeling? Take a moment, take a breath, collect yourself, and then we're gonna hop right back into this. So yeah, in the meantime, like, definitely keep supporting that GoFundMe. Keep sending your donations in. We'll put the link in the chat one more time. But on deck, we have Honey Gold. But give maximum love to the next performer coming up to the showcase. Give it up for Adam Hudson.
Hey, I'm gonna switch gears. I'm playing a djembe. This is it right here, and yeah, please support the GoFundMe. That's really important. You know, it's obvious. So please, like, yeah, like, that's the most important thing, especially right now. Please support the GoFundMe. So yeah, it's a little bit different, but like, there's this saying, this African saying, that a really good djembe player can make the drum talk or tell a story. So for me, this is like a way to tell a story in our real language before slavery. So especially during a time like this, like, well, I mean, white supremacy has been around for like 400 years, but like, especially during a time like this where like there's more militant activism, for me, like, playing this drum is really, really special. But if you want to follow me, keep up with my work, my music, soundcloud.com/AdamHudson5, soundcloud.com/AdamHudson5. And I want to put this out there for other poets. If you want live drum tracks, I have my drum kit assembled back there, but I have my live drum kit. from my old band that I was in, and I have recording gear. So if you want like live drum tracks for your stuff, let me know. I'm kind of offering it to y'all. So anyway, if you're interested, just follow me on soundcloud.com/AdamSN5. DM me there. And yeah, just been feeling the energy of all the other amazing poets. I'm gonna do a more traditional African rhythm called funga. This one's from Liberia, but it's a combination of like native Liberian and like African American and like kind of samba rhythms. It's like basically like all the rhythms throughout the like continent and diaspora like kind of fused together. So funga, I'm gonna play that.
I think he's frozen. That was racism in action.
Period. Thank you for cutting the tension, Arvin, because I'm too awkward. I didn't know what to do. Yeah, that was racism. That was white supremacy. We don't fuck with that. We already know Zoom is the ops. We already know Zoom don't fuck with black people. Especially, and if they don't fuck with black people, they don't fuck with happy black people. They don't fuck with grooving black people. But we not gonna let that cut our shine. You know what we gonna do? We just gonna get blacker. And we're just going to bring up another black artist. So ooh, what? On deck, we have Dante Clark.
Oh, wait. He's back. He's back.
He's back. Oh, lit.
My internet crapped out. My internet's being racist. I don't know what it is, but yeah.
We were just saying that the internet is racist and Zoom doesn't like black people.
I know. It's just like the internet's like you can't have that jungle music, man. Anyway, SoundCloud.com/AdamHudson5. If you're a poet and you do any kind of rapping, and if you do that kind of stuff, I have my live drum kit. I have recording equipment. I can record a djembe. So just hit me up, SoundCloud.com/AdamHudson5, and please support the GoFundMe. It's really important. But anyway, yeah, thanks y'all.
Hey, we love to see collaboration. So yes, definitely hit up Adam. Keep hitting up that GoFundMe, donating. Just sprinkle donations on that GoFundMe like parsley on your pasta or something. I don't know what rich white people eat. But I do know you have money in which to allow other people to eat. So, break off some of that bread, If Jesus can feed 5,000, you can feed 2, damn it. Like, damn. What more do you want me to say? So we'll put that link in there one more time for those of y'all who forgot. And yeah, so on deck we have Dante Clark, but give maximum love to our next performer coming up to the showcase. Give it up for Honey Gold.
Peace, y'all. What's good? I'm Honey Gold Jasmine, and you can tap in with me at Honey Gold Music. And as far as what y'all can do for me, like, please donate to that GoFundMe. And yeah, I don't have a poem today for y'all. I'm super inspired by the poets that have gone and the ones that are to go after me too. Like, as a songwriter, I could relate. And it's a whole nother potency that has to happen though when you're a cappella with it, like your words are just so pure and just everybody's multifacetedness and bringing your identities and who you are, the stuff that I can't see too, like the stuff we can't see, the fact that y'all are bringing that so wholeheartedly. I'm so inspired. And just like everybody's been saying during this event, it will be a shame if we did not show up as a community and really blow up that GoFundMe. It's right now. Like, right now is the time for action. Right now is the time to come together and really show what we've been saying, this community is all about. As a Black woman in this community, I've definitely felt, a lot of times where I didn't feel accepted. I didn't feel like I fit in. I've had people basically look at me and be like, oh, she's going to be whack because she doesn't look this certain way. And, and people just underestimate me. But at the end of the day, like, it's platforms like these, the Berkeley Slam, that is I feel is a safe space for me to continue to be me wholeheartedly. And I'm so impressed and happy to see that other people feel that way too. And that's why we're all here, is to keep on getting these vibes out, you feel me? And with that being said, I'm going to perform a song that's not out. It's called Smoke and Mirrors, but it's something I wrote to reflect on my experience of being perceived a certain way and perceiving things a certain way. So this is Smoke and Mirrors, produced by Ajgad. Let me take some. I ain't never tripping or smoking on this joint. Throwing negative energy, what is your point? I ain't even tripping or smoking on this way. Got a connection to abundance, save my life, your life ain't on the front page. Everything you see is smoking mirrors these days. My life, your life ain't on the front page. Everything you see is smoking mirrors. Here in the bay, we heavy, about to pop like a belly. Type of place that get cracking about any day. Type of place where your girl going two ways. And you give Molly Wop for being two-faced. Type of place that get active, going dumb. And that back was sitting right in the front to get rowdy. Energy so big it get crowded. See my inner light flashing so gaudy. And if you're here tonight and you got a natural light, oh no shine, you'll never die. No, you never die. Killing the media to find one next media. All false reflections, projections, they are burning down. Cause I ain't never tripping or smoking on this joint. Throwing negative energy, what is your point? I ain't even tripping or smoking on this way. Got a connection to abundance, save my life, your life ain't on the front page. Everything you see is smoking mirrors these days. My life, your life ain't on the front page. Everything you see is smoking mirrors these days. Everything you see is smoking mirrors these days. These days. Peace reflection to my recollection. We consistently got the dank in our section. We don't feed the greed, busy counting our blessings. Like those are tests, we get A's on our lessons. I'm diving in water, Z-Vine, I'm so wet. They asking if I am the one you can bet. The timing is now, no life ain't a gamble. I'm sure the survival low life cannot handle. Cause they see me shining them, acting like I'm blind them. Can't even say they sleeping on me cause the eyes is wide them. Watching them, my moves, just wishing they can get this. You gotta manifest yourself. This ain't no wish list. This is for my ghost souls that's really feeling this. We original, critical, hit a high vibe. If you smoking it, pass it to the left and get live, get lit. I don't trip, got my homies on my side. I ain't never tripping or smoking on this joint. Throwing negative energy, what is your point? I ain't even tripping or smoking on this way. Got a connection to abundance, save my life, your life, the life ain't on the front page. Everything you see is smoking mirrors these days. My life, your life, real life ain't on the front page. Everything you see is smoking mirrors. Hey. So that Smoking Mirrors is coming out in a week, actually, y'all. It's coming out in a week. But something that, a way that you can support me very tangibly right now is to literally stream my song called Right Now. You feel me? I'm just doing one verse off of this. But if you feel me, that djembe got me shaking off some energy. So this is like one of them songs too. If you feeling it, it's a groovy track. Please vibe with me, all right? Hey. It's Honey Gold Jasmine. Hey. And I've got on the beat. Look. Don't really have much right now, just a little bit of trust right now. Don't really have much right now, just me and you, what's right now. Don't really have much right now. Still, get it poppin' till the sun go down. No more of that, stuck in the past, come to the dance, baby. Ain't got no cash, still looking smashed. I'm on the dash, I'm lazy, still going out. Yeah, I got doubts that I just might not make it, but I'm still alive for something. And that's all mamas can't even lie, say I don't be stressing. I might have problems right now, I ain't got nothing to lose. So I'll give it my all. If I happen to fall, I'll pick myself back up and try again. Don't really have much right now, just a little bit of trust right now. Don't really have much right now, just me and you, what's right now. Don't really have much right now. Still, get it up until the sun go down.
Every season I be Ken Griffin. Built us out like
Hey. So if you want to hear the rest of that song, tap in with Spotify, Apple Music, wherever music is streamed. Look up Honey Gold Jasmine, and that was right now. And once again, please, please, please donate to that GoFundMe. We need to show up and show out and show with our dollars and our money that we do support survivors before, during, and after the aftermath of when they bravely step up and share their stories. So thank you again, Berkeley Slam, for having me. Thank you to everybody for watching, and big love, big, big, big love to all the artists on this call right now. Peace.
Thank you, honey. Thank you. Oh my goodness. Like, first of all, right now is a summer anthem that needs to be played. Like, it's like, I'm imagining a house party, 80 degrees, like in the middle of August, like just lit ass Black people just grooving. Like, that's an anthem right there. I love it. Support Honey Gold, stream her music, and like she said, support that GoFundMe. The link is in the comment section. There's no excuses, just click the link, and then there's a donate button, and you click that, and then you enter an amount, and you press OK, and then you donate. It's the easiest thing in the world. There's no excuses. Cool. Lit. So, on deck, we have enjoying the rest of our night, and going to bed at a semi-reasonable hour for the West Coast. But give maximum love to our last poet of the night. Give it up for Dante Clark.
I appreciate the opportunity to be here on this platform. Y'all can hear me? So shout out to the Berkeley Slam for allowing this opportunity for all of us to share our pieces. Please donate to these young women who are in need of our support, not just financially, but just emotionally, resources. Just keep them in your thoughts, your prayers. Be with all of our people who need healing, man. It's a lot going on out here in this world. So just reach out to your loved ones whenever you can. Show up and be there. I just want to do two pieces. Both of them are dedication pieces. The first one I'm gonna do is called Ode to Women. And the second one I'm gonna do is called Otis, which is a remake of Otis Redding, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. So I'm gonna do these two pieces, and hope y'all enjoy it. Ode to Women. This strictly for my sisters. My soul is a witness to phenomenal women who for some time have danced on a post of mourning in yearning search of our foremothers' gardens, possessing the secret of joy in Eden's fruit, who awaken to daylight with honey love and just mercy on their tongues, while internally faced with playing in the dark, feeling around the soul with sticky fingers for broken pieces to fix and put together black whole again. A buttery pecan groove skin of brown girl, puzzle collection of brown stones who embrace the color purple in their veins as color girls who have considered suicide when the rainbow is enough, who be a delicate touch of earth's angels, bravely breathing, slow and deep breaths of internal fire like to hell with dying, a holy well of cried tears made as sweet bath water wine, homemade love poured to shine where the wild grape grows. On each dawn, say still I rise a praise song for the widow when hard times requires furious dancing, a world of caring women who believe black birds are born to fly too and know why the caged birds sing a blues book for blue, black, magical women, who is the mother of all wild seeds, tall babies, and the origins of others. My sweet soul is witness to the sanctified temple of women who birthed the music and the wisdom in the songs of Solomon, who under a soprano sky kneel down and pray, who sway in aloneness, turning a nation of pain into healing, in fruitful fields out of vacant ghettos, whispering kingdoms and feathered freedoms into dry skeletal piles. When the world screeched, these bones are not my child. Their eyes. When us men were watching women back bend, their eyes were watching God. We're watching God. That's the first one. Sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide fade away. Ooh, ooh, sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I said I'm posted on the block in the bay, watching my kind fade away. Ooh, ooh, posted on the block in the bay, a wasted mind. High sitting early sunrise in Richmond with some of my kindred sipping, reminiscent about when we were children, outside empty buildings, feeling all of the feelings of living under no ceilings. Yeah, yeah. Wish to prevail, no work under fingernails. So we inhale to escape while we inhale a stale, dry well, impaled by corner sales. I'm replaying my L's. I wear my public fails with yells and random screaming, dealing with inner demons keep leaving out of my body. I probably won't see a reason for breathing on any longer. Faded, almost a goner. I want to go to the heavenly gate. If not the case, I just sit on the block in the bay. Wait, because I imagine brass men with brass skin lagged on the drag of the evils. Sidewalk huddle with their peoples, feeble in spirit, gazing stock on Broadway. You know the sight. Doing what niggas do all day, ass chasing and fast pacing. We hand them out, forever standing out a spiritual drought. Left the heavenly house to go snore on the devil's couch. Street life, we call it. Paving way for new day, murderous thieves and alcoholics. Aholics who be posted on the block in the bay. Knowing my time, I could fade today. Ooh, ooh, I'm posted on the block in the bay. This rage of mine. And it's quite usual. See it like nothing's new to you. Limited to these cubicles, circle corners like hula hoops. Hard knock was a school of you. Thugging from wound to funeral. Gang case on my cuticles, making poverty beautiful. Yeah, yeah, over grinding. Knowing that time is winding. Backwards on our shining, so we invest in diamonds. I'm trying, but I be lying, pretending that all is dying. Don't have me clutching my iron to keep my mouth from crying while I am my suit. Woo, staying in my new coupe, buying me a new suit with flowers over my view. My cuz now feel blue. He tripping, nothing to do but tie up them war boots, go shoot and hop a suit. Just another body dropped in the bay. We losing our mind, living this way. Ooh, ooh, posted on the block with a K. We slanging, Young prophets and visionaries cover obituaries, stickers, dictionaries, and it's scary. Be wary of the soothsayers and fairies and the spiritual seeds they carry. Now tell me this, if you knew that the streets was the devil's bride, would you still get married to the game? Just think about that. But looks like nothing gon' change. 400 years still held in chains. Ooh, I'm confused because false prophets selling me truth. I poke my chest out and claim this pain. I'm just sitting here drying my bones. And the evil just won't leave me alone. Waiting for the day I go home. Just wasting time. Thank you. How y'all can support me is donate to this GoFundMe, reach out to your loved ones, keep creating spaces like this for us to share our stories and to support one another. You can follow me at my Instagram, Don Black, DONBLAK, one word. You can check out my music also on any platform under Don Black. And that's how you can support me. But for right now, support that GoFundMe, donate. Like you said, if you could donate 50, drop another 25 or another 50 on that, make it 100. You got to get these young folks some housing. So yeah, do that.
For sure. Thank you so much, Dante. Yeah, keep donating to that GoFundMe. Yeah, what are we at now? Let me check. Let me scroll down in this chat. Cool. So the GoFundMe is at a total of $3,200 so far. I think we can do better. I think we can do more. That GoFundMe is still up. It will be up until that thing is fulfilled. We are going to, as always, continue to support and and share that GoFundMe. So as you see it on our page, donate, share it. If you cannot donate, the most important thing you need to do is share it. We might not all have money, but we know somebody with money, or we know somebody who knows somebody with money. But the more people that share it, the more people that see it. Yeah, cool. Before we end, I just want to give some special shout outs to the folks that help us make this happen, our lovely patrons. Patreon is a platform in which people can donate monthly to us to help us keep things running. It takes a lot to run one event a month, let alone 7. Anything that you can give really does help. You can donate anywhere from $2 a month to $100 a month. All of it goes right back into running the show. Want to give a special shout out to our regulars, Renee Edmonds and Calla Lily and Emily Chow. A special shout out to the folks that are sponsoring our workshops, Jessica Kozakic and Nakia Williams. And a super duper thank you to the folks that are donating $100 a month to support the Allen Bluford Center, one of our venues in an anti-police brutality community space in Oakland. Special shout out to Sarah O'Connell and Alice Grimm. If you would like to be a patron and join the Cool Kids Club and help support the Rich Oak Events family, you can go to patreon.com/richoakevents to learn more information. Yeah, so that's the end of our showcase for tonight. We will be having more events. We have an open mic. We have an open mic on Saturday. This Saturday on Instagram Live. You can go to @RichOakAlchemy on Instagram to learn more. Also, we hit our 30 patron goal, meaning that when Miss Rhoda finally leaves, and we are able to have events in person, all of our events will be free for all performers. So thank you to every single community member that that donated and got involved and made this possible to make our show more accessible to our community. Speaking of our show, we have another Berkeley Slam. We are coming back with the Poetry Slams next week. We will be having a virtual slam featuring Billy the Kid. You're not gonna want to miss it. Be there or be square. I prefer being a circle. Because there's no edges. Yeah, I just call it circle ball headed. But anyway, y'all have a wonderful evening. I will see y'all next week. Peace.